So, with the addition of League 16 and the new League 16 exclusive emote, you want to know something. Well, what exactly are exclusive emotes? How do I get this emote? Well, you know how to get the League 16 exclusive emote, obviously. It tells you get to League 16 before March 6th. Now, this guide is going to be all-inclusive, what emotes are actually worth things, and what emotes aren't. Now, Zuba has been doing recently a lot of what I call suggestive marketing. So exactly, they're telling you, hey, get this exclusive emote for this amount of money, and, you know, bada bang, bada bang. And now, yeah, I have nothing against that. I think that's really, really cool. In fact, I love exclusive emotes, and I've bought a lot of their bundles because of their exclusive emotes. Like the Iris bundle for the pumpkin emote, oh my gosh, that was great. And so the only problem I have with this is I need you guys to understand that since they can be bought, they're not exactly exclusive. So in this guide, I'm going to be telling you guys, oh wow, they got a lucky shot there. In this guide, I'm going to be telling you guys which emotes are exclusive, in fact exclusive, and which ones you should look out for. So in order to do that, we're going to do a little bit of background history on what the first ever exclusive emotes were. So if you are a Zuba OG, if you've been here for a long, long time, like myself, you know that it started out around, update 3.0, the big update, That was when the first ever exclusive emotes came out, and that included the YouTube emote, the community MVP emote, the National Game Day emote, just a lot of these, like the Thanksgiving emote, very, very few. There was like 5 of them, and they were obscenely difficult to get. The requirements were really, really crazy. The hardest of all, though, to get was the community MVP emote, because there was no technically a requirement. You just had to be an active member of the Zuba community, and they gave it to you if they felt like it. So you actually had to be nominated. This thing's harder to get than the YouTube emote. Then second, of course, was the YouTube emote, not to flex or anything, but I have the second rarest emote in the game, flexes casually. But that's against the point. Then the other ones were rare because you had to one, be around at a certain time of year, and then you had to participate in a giveaway. So not only did you have to be active during the first, one day of the year, then you had to participate in a giveaway and win, which only about 100 people were given the emote. So these emotes were obscenely rare to obtain, and they're really a nice status flex symbol. But over the years, Zuba has become really, really, they give away their emotes a lot. So now a lot of the emotes can be gained relatively easily just by buying a bundle. A lot of the times, like with the skin bundle or, the other exclusive bundles, you can easily snag one of these just basically by buying a skin. So I like to classify the emotes in certain ways. You have the emotes that can be bought with a skin. You've got the really, really old, rare emotes. You've got the, this very new emote, which is like the first of its kind, the League 16 emote, which actually doesn't have a 16 on it, but it's got this pair of eyes, which I really, really appreciate. Honestly, it's kind of a lit emote, and I'm excited to get it. But honestly, guys, this guide is going to be about how you can get the emotes that are actually good and which ones aren't actually that good. So as you can see, I'm getting beat up pretty badly by this Lizzie here. I'm going to have to concentrate. But essentially, this emote guide is going to be all about just that, the emotes that you want to get. So first of all, I want to classify the emotes into a couple of different classifications of emotes. One of them is going to be the really old emotes, which we've already talked about, and that's going to be the emotes that you really couldn't get unless you participated in a giveaway or you did something very influential in the community, like the YouTube emote or the community MVP emote, Cat Day emote, stuff like that. Now recently, Zuba's been making a lot of emotes, such as these random ones, just for collecting skins. Now while these emotes are rare and can only be obtained, somewhat during the year, these are the most common emotes you're going to see in-game. So if you're going for a flex symbol, I really don't recommend going for those emotes. Alright, now if you think they're cool, by all means, go after them. So then that's going to be the lowest tier of emote, the one you can get for buying skins or sets about skins. I don't really recommend going for those emotes, because oftentimes they don't really show anything, they're more of just a flex. You buy them for the flex, and if they're not really worth flexing, then I wouldn't buy them if I were you. So those are the lowest tier of exclusive emotes that I want to talk about in today's video. And so then we're going to go into the next set of tiers. The next tier is probably ones that you can win out of a giveaway. Now, I want to be a little bit clear here, because there are certain ones that you can win out of a giveaway that aren't nearly as rare as other ones. So first of all, you've got ones like the first round of emotes. That's going to be the Cat Day emote, the Game Day emote, the first round of Thanksgiving emotes. And those are going to be the obscenely rare, because those were not actually given out in as high of quantity as some of the other ones. I mean, they were really only given to like 10 to 15 people. I could be wrong here. It might be 100, but it was not as many. So then you have the Zootalk emotes, the newer ones, just other ones, the ones that are a lot more recent. Those are actually going to be less rare because they were given out in a lot higher of a quantity. So those are going to be next up, a little bit harder to get, as you can tell, because 200 people got them. Like the Zootalk emote. I mean, literally, I got that one. There's 200 people that got that emote. Again, it was not that rare. As for the Halloween emote, that one is going to be a little bit rare because you did have to participate in a giveaway to get it. But again, 200 people got that emote. And if you bought the Iris bundle, you got that emote there. So the Halloween emote is almost in its own kind of zone because it's rare, but not nearly as rare. Then you have this upcoming emote for the League 16 emote. Honestly, I think this emote right now is going to be very, very common. You're going to see it a lot, and it's not going to be that much of a flex symbol. But next year, if Zuba's still like thriving next year, that is going to be a very, very prominent flex because you have an emote that can never be gotten again. As far as I'm concerned, that emote cannot and will not ever be gotten again. Mostly because League 16 is not going to be very like new next year. Okay? It's going to be old news. People have heard of 16 already, and they're going to like, what's next? So really, they're not going to do another giveaway for League 16. This is going to be it. So that emote will be worth something in the future, but as of right now, it's just kind of like everyone has it. Not everyone, but everyone who has 16 already has it. Also, again, if you're not online, you're also not going to be able to get this, okay? It's kind of like not a once in a lifetime, but not everyone's going to be able to get this emote, so it's a lot less common. And then last but not least, the last rarity is just going to be the supreme rarity, which I like to just call the first ever, I don't know, the first round of secret emotes. Not secret emotes, exclusive emotes. This is going to be the most exclusive. So you got the community emotes. All of those are just going to be obscenely, obscenely rare. And that's just because they were the first ones. I don't think Zuba's going to offer these very much anymore. You have the YouTuber emote. You got the community MVP. Those will be given out. So those are actually not as obscenely rare as you might think because you can get those. I mean, the YouTube emote technically isn't rare because you have access to it at any time. Community MVP emote is probably the most rare emote you can have at this moment because it's just given out so non-frequently. It's just not as popular, not as frequent. You don't see it a lot. The rarest iterations are going to be probably the game day and the cat, unless they decide to bring those back, but I really doubt they will, and you know, heck, they might, I don't know, there's no way to be sure, but those are going to be the rarest, are those game day, the YouTube emote, the community, those are going to be the rarest to see in-game, and they're just probably the biggest flex. But this 16 emote will be a really good flex in the future, but none of the ones from buying skin bundles are really going to be that much of a flex because most likely Zuba's going to bring them back or create more iterations, and it's just like, which bundle did you decide to buy? It's not so much of a time thing. I just don't think they'll age well. But guys, that's going to be your guide to buying exclusive emotes. If you liked it, feel free to drop a like, and let me know all the exclusive emotes you have in the comments because that would be awesome to see everybody's awesome exclusive emotes. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have an outstanding day, and I'll see you in the zoo. Okay, guys, this is a secret part of the video, okay? If you're watching this, you are truly a loyal fan, okay? Hopefully a Zuba developer sees this. I really, really need them to. But, guys, I need there to be another emote. I need there to be a Zuba King emote, okay, guys? All right, somebody find out how we can get this to happen. That would be so insane, guys. Imagine we made an emote with a Larry and a crown and, like, all my subscribers got it, guys. That would be absolutely insane. Now, you can't tell anyone you saw the end of this video, okay? Because it's absolutely total secret for true fans only.